Yes? No. Hello and welcome to our first official vlog of returning back to the UK from our USA trip, which was utterly amazing. This vlog is all about me doing a CEO sleep out. So I'm going to be sleeping out overnight, raising awareness for homelessness, sleeping out at the LNER Community Stadium. There's been a fair few vlogs that we've done about the LNER Stadium, whether it be the rugby or the football matches that we've been to with our Super Soccer Saturday, or whether it's been the rugby, or whether it's been to Cineworld. So the football stadium is where we're going to go to do our rough sleep out. So we're starting at 7:30 this evening, and we're moving all the way through till 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when the sleep out finishes. We're all raising money, of course, for a couple of charities, all to do with homelessness. One of those includes SASH. So join me as I take you through our sleep out that we're going to be doing later on this evening. First of all, got my clothes for later on this evening. So I've got some thermal socks, I've got some Trekkie bottoms, I've got a jumper, and I'm also going to be wearing my reindeer onesie. More about that later. I've also got a big blanket, a couple of pillows, and my sleeping bag. And hopefully later on today, my thick mat, my sleeping mat, will be arriving. So there's no luxuries, so no camp beds or futons or air beds, mattresses to sleep on. So I've just got this ultra thin reflective sleeping mat, which I got from Amazon for about $9.99. I'll let you know how that feels, actually, by the way, later on when I'm sleeping on that tonight. We're having an introduction from the people, the organisers of the event of the CEO Sleep Out. They're going to be there from 7:30 this evening, making themselves known. All in all, should be quite an event. It's not really meant to be a fun event, because obviously it's for homelessness, which is a very serious thing in the United Kingdom, as is all over the world. But we are just raising awareness, really, making more and more people know about homelessness and those that are sleeping rough on the streets. So we're just going to try and make it as comfortable as possible with our sleep out this evening. So follow us. Here we go. Perfect weather for all the elements of a sleep out. Well, you know what? This is what homeless people have to go through. This is what they have to go through. So this is going to be our home for the night. So it was actually going to be about here, but there's a massive puddle just in the centre there. There was a little bit of cover there, but it's now going to be inside this tunnel here that we're going to be. This is where all the supporters of the football club come down, so this is where we're going to be. So we're just going to pick our pitch and settle up down here. But yeah, it's quite you know, obviously it's quite covered upstairs, but it's obviously still exposed. But it's a bit of like a wind tunnel, really, that comes from here all the way through there. It's just exposed down the bottom end. Julie, she's not taking part in it tonight, but she's certainly here to support us for the first bit. Just remind us who the charities are that we're doing it again for.
Yeah, so we're doing it for the York City Foundation, which is the guys here. Yep. Then you're doing it for CareSent, for SASH, and for the Hygiene Bank, and all of them deal with homelessness in York.
Brilliant. Lovely. And we would say, you know, it's a great event. In that way, it's really weird talking about it, saying it's a great event, you know, but it's not really a great event because it's highlighting homelessness.
It's highlighting homelessness, but in a way, it's meaning that people are more aware of homelessness in York and also raising money for them as well.
Brilliant. So we're going to be doing that tonight. So all kicks off around about 7:30ish, when there's a couple of presentations with people speaking. So we'll try and capture as much as we can. So there's my bed, all kitted up for the night. I'm against the wall lengthways, hopefully I'll be able to keep it a bit of heat in. I've got underneath here a reflective mat, so hopefully that should reflect the heat as well up to me. I'm going to sleep on top of this. So this is my blanket here. So I'm going to sleep on top of there and on top of the sleeping bag because I'm wearing this. And then I've got my onesie, which my wife and my family want me to wear. So I've got a Rudolph onesie. I've got, you see, I've got a big jumper and also some thermal socks. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And it is slightly sheltered underneath here as well. So I think we'll be all right. We'll be okay. You know, and let's face it, we're not here to get a great night's sleep. We're here to support the cause, and that's mainly what we're here for.
Chris, it's like a second time. I can't get my foot in.
Make your hole bigger.
There you go.
Oh God, this is better than home. Oh, this is fabulous. Actually, it's all right. I don't mind concrete now. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, to be honest with you. Honestly, it's not too bad.
Yes, it does. It looks like Tutankhamun.
So I'm not a grass, but we weren't allowed any blow-up beds. Part of the rules. Yes? No. So people have started to arrive. There's various people that are actually setting up over here underneath the roof over here. There's also plenty of people inside the tunnel there, which is a bit of a windy tunnel now actually, but plenty of people have already started to arrive now to set up their beds alongside there and also along the edge of the tunnel over there. As I say, plenty more people are down here. They'll be setting up ready for a night's kip and maybe a little bit of networking really to find out which kind of businesses are here tonight sleeping out with the big CEO sleep out this evening.
Thank you all so much for coming tonight and giving up your bed to sleep in this lovely establishment on this wet night, a wet cold night. But this isn't our reality. It is for some people, as we all know, and that's why we're here. They don't get to get up in the morning and go to bed and have a hot shower. But as you lay there tonight, make sure that you're doing your social mediaing, and it doesn't have to be all sad. It can be, you know, we're aware of what it is, that we are just doing this just for one night. The average age of death for a person experiencing homelessness is 46 for men and 42 for women. Now I know you boys might think that that's quite old, but it's not. And rough sleeping, last year on one single night in August, there was over 3,000 people sleeping rough. Now sleeping rough doesn't mean sleeping out on the streets as we might think about it, in shut doorways. It can also mean being in temporary housing. It could mean surface surfing. It could mean being out into temporary accommodation because of domestic abuse. So all of these different forms of homelessness add to the statistics. But these ones who are waiting for temporary accommodation, they're called hidden homeless. So that's why the statistics might be quite low for 3,000, but they are actually a lot higher because they're hidden. Last year, when I started with CEO Sleep Out, when I was listening to a lot of the talks, we were told that it was 3 paychecks away from becoming homeless. We're down to 1 now. 1 paycheck could mean that you're out on the streets or surface surfing or back at your mum's, so I don't know which is worse. So CEO Sleep Out has raised over 3.8 million and we worked with over 100 charities. So what we're asking you tonight is, in your business community, in your families and your friends, is go back to them and educate them on everything you're going to hear tonight, everything you're going to experience tonight, and you can make that change within the business community when you hear from the charities who are going to speak tonight. We're going to have York City Foundation, who is Paula Stainton, and CareSent with Serena Lang. You'll hear from Amy Harding and Alex Parker from SASH, and the Hygiene Bank is Vicky Hardwick and Poppy Green, and they'll be they'll be letting you know about what they do as a charity and what the funds raised tonight will go towards. I'd also like to give a shout out to our ambassador, who is Audrey Woodhouse. Where are you, Audrey? Hello. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. Audrey, what's your top tip for sleeping out, would you say?
Yeah, take a moment to think about how you really feel in that moment, because that is the time when you really get a tiny bit of an experience of what it's really like. And if you're nice and toasty when you first get in your sleeping bag and you think you don't need the extra socks or sweater, you're kidding yourself. Put it on anyway.
Thank you so much, Audrey. On that note, I'm going to hand over to Paula Stainton from York City Foundation. But again, thank you all so much for coming out on such a cold, horrible night, and let's raise some money.
My family told me to wear my onesie, so this is my reindeer onesie, complete with reindeer. Do you know it's got a cracking hood and it keeps the wind off? So that's what I'm wearing. Obviously I'm wearing my jacket as well on top. It's lights out very soon actually, lights out in about half an hour's time, so it's going to be a final bit of light vlogging that I'll do, and then I'll vlog a little bit when I'm lying down, and then hopefully I'll, well not hopefully, but I will, vlog in the morning when I wake up to the smell of bacon sandwiches. Nice. So it's going to be lights out in a couple of seconds time, so as you can tell I'm lying down right now. Everyone else is... So everyone's just about to go to Pipi Nanette, so we'll say ta-ta, night-night, and if I wake up in the middle of the night I'll do some vlogging. I'll be trying to be quiet. Okay, night-night. Good morning. Maybe through the night. Got up about, I think it was about 3:38 it was, and this constant need for a wee. Although we're in that tunnel over there, there's a constant fan on all the time. So kind of like experience of what it would be like on the streets, you know, with city noise or traffic. So that's constant tone going on all the time. Didn't help with Dave Parker snoring. It was so loud. Mind you, I think I snored a little bit because my back of my neck's a little bit sore. And it's amazing how time flies, how quickly the time flies. That's an excessive need for a wee through the night as well. So, yeah. Anyway, so it's now 5:30-ish, or at least 25 to 6. So I think we're all getting up now. We've got the rapid response team that are making the bacon sarnies just over there, ready for the wake up. So, made it through the night. Not one of the most pleasant experiences at all. So, I really do understand, to a certain extent, of what homelessness is all about. It's not nice. So, something needs to be done about it. And it's things like this and the CES Sleep Out that really does help matters. And if you can do anything, if if you can raise money, if you can raise awareness for it, that would be fantastic. So, as I say, it's been an experience. I now understand.